Of the three things that I cherish the most in my life, the first one is my book, Walk Two Moons. Walk Two Moons is a novel written by Sharon Creech and winner of the 1995 Newbery Medal. In this book, a 13-year-old girl named Salamanca is devastated by her mother's leaving her after a tragic miscarriage. Then she goes on a road trip to Idaho with her grandparents and tries to bring her mother back home. However, at the end of the story, Salamanca realizes her mother died in a bus accident and can't come back to her. While trying to find out what happened to her mother, Salamanca reflects on the special memories she has of her mother and realizes how much she misses her mother and that her mother loved her very much. I treasure this book because it makes me realize how precious my mother is. I should be thankful that she is always with me and that I should never take her for granted. The second thing that is the most dear to me in my life is a family quilt that I use as a blanket at night. You might wonder, how could a quilt be so valuable to a person? Well, when I was a little girl, my baby clothes became too small for me. When my mother was about to throw them away, my grandmother stopped her and said she might have some uses for them. Then my grandmother sat down and cut out squares from my tiny shirts, skirts, dresses and so on that was in a pile in front of her and made a lovely quilt just for me. Even though my grandmother passed away many years ago, I still have this wonderful family quilt with me to remember her by. The last but not least thing I have of my favorites is my BFF necklace and bracelet. For those of you who don't know what BFF means, BFF stands for Best Friends Forever. When I was younger, I had the experience of living in the USA for a couple of years. When I first arrived in Virginia, I didn't have any friends and I felt very lonely and left out. Then, in my new elementary school, I met a Korean-American girl named Katie in my class. She instantly became my best friend and we practically did everything together. We were inseparable and like sisters. However, the time came when I had to come back to Korea and we had to say goodbye. On our last day together, Katie gave me the BFF necklace and bracelet as a farewell present. And to this day, I take them out of my desk drawer every day and think of our true friendship which will last forever. So everyone, what do you think of my three favorite things? Pretty special, right? My book, Walk Two Moons, my family quilt made by my grandmother, and my friendship accessories given to me by my best friend Katie are invaluable and priceless to me, for they hold special meanings and memories in my life. I wish all of you are as fortunate as me to have something valuable to you so that you too can learn and appreciate the values of a mother's love, grandmother's care, and everlasting friendship. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
So now you're in Korea, having come back from being away. What do you miss most about?
I miss my best friend Katie, but a few weeks ago I happily met Katie in Shinsegae and I had a good time with her eating a delicious lunch with her and ice cream. And first we didn't even talk to each other, but as I thought, when time passed I became friendly with her and it was a very good time with her. So I miss the friends the most. For questions.